Welcome back to another video. I'm excited for this one today. I'm going to try and keep it short and sharp and concise and potent for you, and it's going to be about something that is very close to my heart. It's truly sort of changed my life, and I truly believe this is something that everyone who is after true growth and transformation on the journey of expanding consciousness and spiritual growth, and just to step into your most aligned, authentic, powerful, confident, successful self. I truly believe this one practice and shift is so important for that, and without it you won't actually experience the true change. And I sort of have had experience to back this up. I mean, I'm still on the journey, I'm still working it out, but yeah, my life has definitely changed since this one practice. And if it's one practice I could sort of recommend to anyone, it is learning Vedic meditation and incorporating a daily meditation practice into your day and embracing stillness. And the mechanism of doing all these things practically is to cultivate and build self-awareness. And when you build self-awareness, you start to separate and detach from your thoughts, and you realize that you are no longer your thoughts or your emotions or your old programming or your body. You are the consciousness that resides in it, the conscious awareness. And that is just such a pivotal foundational step. But once you start to cultivate self-awareness, you can become truly aware of all of your programming, because when we're 0 to 7, we don't really have a conscious mind, where it's all subconscious. We're just downloading feedback from the external environment. We literally get programmed by our parents, and if our parents have beliefs and mindsets that aren't in alignment with abundance and etc., and for me personally, I got programmed with a lot of scarcity and lack, and I have false beliefs and limiting beliefs that I'm still unraveling and removing from my psyche that tell me I'm not good enough. And we get all these little micro traumas and shit. You may not have anything severe happen to you when you're a kid, but I guarantee you've got some little micro traumas that just build up as false core beliefs that potentially set you back. Some kids don't. Some kids just get bred into being winners from a young age because their mum and dad tell them that they can do anything, and that literally sticks within their brain. But yeah, that wasn't me. So I'm still here on the journey, essentially unraveling all of these things, but without having self-awareness to be able to actually detach from my thoughts and not be lost in these negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, I would not be able to truly change and transform. And that is sort of the point of this video. And how did I get started on this meditation? I began by just sort of 5 to 10 minutes per day guided meditations, or just sitting in pure stillness myself. And it is challenging. It is definitely not easy, but the power of meditation in this modern world, it is so required, especially with the amount of distraction and overstimulation. It is so easy to get lost in your head and to get stuck in overstimulation and cheap dopamine, and then it can be really hard to understand why you're doing things, because we can sort of then just walk around in this head hypnotic unconscious state of being, which is not really a state of free will or responsiveness. It's reactivity, and that's when we react emotionally, and that's when these little triggers that we have from such a young age can genuinely trigger. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted and keep losing my focus. I'm just going to be real right now. People keep walking past my car. Someone literally just came up to my window and was like, "The fuck you doing?" And this is perfect. This is a great challenge, because usually in situations like this, well, I did a couple times, my body just freezes. If someone comes right up to me when I'm filming, my nervous system goes, "Hey man, we need to get out of here right now," and I'll stop. But I'm literally just continuing. Every part of my body then just wanted to be we're finished. Drive away, run away. And this is a perfect example of what I was talking about, because I had the self-awareness of that. I felt the discomfort, and with this awareness, I was able to go, shit, I'm internally triggered. And that's what I was talking about before. Through this meditation practice and through meditating, you can become aware of the triggers during your day, and you can become aware of when you get emotionally triggered from some of these wounds or false programs from your childhood. And then that allows you to make a conscious decision of free will to not follow that program, and to not sort of make that neural pathway groove in your psyche and in your emotional heart even stronger. You can choose to overcome that resistance, and you can act with courage. You can form a new neural pathway, and that's legitimately what I just did then, which is fantastic. So if this ever happens again, I'm going to have that little bit more confidence. But this wouldn't be possible if I wasn't self-aware and if I was not meditating. It just wouldn't be possible. Maybe I might be able to work out, but what normally would probably happen is I would become seriously triggered, and I would just react emotionally through all of these different things. Like I wouldn't even be able to consciously like stop myself. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to take a deep breath, and this is also something you can do. This is like real time showing you what's going on. I'm just going to take a deep breath right now just to recenter myself, and I'll continue back on with what I was talking about. But what's happened in this video in real time is actually a very good example of how self-awareness can help you in real time recover, because this is the work and the growth right now. But yeah, hold on. Yeah, so this is the work in real time. Getting triggered, getting challenged, and being able to cut the time and close the gap between trigger, dysregulation, just getting lost in unconscious patterns, and me being able to recover now very quickly. Like I'm back doing what I was doing. I'm not ruminating. I'm not stressed going, oh my God, that person just screwed my video, or I'm a pussy because I fucking stopped talking. No, I was able to like rein it in together because of self-awareness. But that's what my life and this journey was like before self-awareness. I was so unconscious. I had no idea of all of the programs in the background of my subconscious running the show, fear-based programs, lack, doubt, blah, blah, blah. Had no awareness of these. And when I have no awareness of these, I would just act in the way that I've always acted. And this is why I believe meditation is like a staple, because it allows you to build self-awareness, to actually step into your authentic self. Because what I found when I first got on this journey was that I was so deep into becoming better and like adding things on to me and like just becoming a self-improvement master. And there is a place for adding things on and improving, and self-improvement, like I love it, and it has a strong relevance in some aspects. But what I found was I was just continually running from my true self and the wounds underneath and the authenticity that's under the layer of all of the wounds. And I was just sort of in a constant state of chasing, and I've come to learn that's not really how you find true fulfillment, because true fulfillment comes when you can have awareness of all of the old patterns and things that aren't you. You can work through them and integrate and become more whole as a soul and a being, and you become more authentic, and that's when you find things that truly light you up. And then from there, the things that truly light you up, you can be really present in the present moment, executing and doing those things, and that's how you actually achieve spiritual and material success in real life. And that's what I'm currently on the path to doing at the moment. I'm definitely feeling 100 times more fulfillment and freedom and spiritual fulfillment within my life, but the financial side hasn't quite caught up yet, and it still will be, and it will catch up, because yeah, it's actually fucking happening again. Oh, maybe this is just what happens when you're high frequency. People literally like, what the fuck? Just 2 seconds. Oh, fuck me. All right, we're fucking back. Fuck me, this is gonna take me so long to edit. Just because another person came up to my fucking window. This is like a true test from God on like how to not give a fuck. It's like I don't care when I'm speaking to the camera, but it's like someone comes up close to me. Just like NPCs coming up to me. They're like, oh, what's going on? What is going on? Like, why is this person talking in their car? Just let a man cook. Just let me talk, all right? Fuck. But nah. I'm gonna show this in the video anyway, because I want you guys to see, I guess, what goes on, and yeah, how like triggered I'm getting, but I'm able to like rein it back. But I've lost my chain of thought. But what I'm gonna just bring it back to is self-awareness, and meditation is required, and it brings you more to your authentic self. and then from there you experience spiritual and material wealth. And I genuinely believe that my chances, although it's not manifesting as yet, like I'm not massively financially free at the moment, I'm just like pretty average at the moment, but I trust that the path that I'm on now and the steps that have led up to where I'm at are going to allow me to really integrate authentic alignment and abundance. But it's going to take time, and like I'm okay with that. Or it'll happen whenever it happens, but I know that it's going to happen sooner than I think now, because I'm actually in alignment. And it's like a deeper thing of wisdom to understand, and like spiritual truth, but I feel like it is just truth. Yeah, so I guess a bit more of the practical side of meditation to finish off the video. Meditation as well, in a practical sense, it builds and cultivates your self-awareness and your presence, allowing you to be more present in the moment. And that is so valuable. Like when you really truly grasp how valuable just being present in the moment is for everything, ability to just experience more fulfillment and joy in everything that you do. That's what life is about, living life and experiencing it to the best of our ability through presence. You can only do that when you're present. Another massive practical benefit of meditation is it literally reduces stress and processes stress in your body. So our body and our nervous system is just full of those micro traumas and stresses that we accumulate from modern society. When you sit down and meditate for 20 minutes and do like a transcendental Vedic meditation, I recommend looking it up, because that's the meditation that I have committed to and do twice daily for 20 minutes, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And they're like little presence checkpoints. I meditate, I'm super dysregulated, I meditate. It literally gives you a boost of dopamine. You feel so refreshed. It like processes stress. You go into a state of deep rest. So if you're a little bit sleep deprived, it's like a little mini power nap, but you're also meditating. And transcendental meditation is where you use a mantra, a mind mantra, and it's very effortless. Like there's nothing to do in the meditation except silently repeat the mantra in your mind and just sort of have it going on automatic, which is, yeah, it's awesome, because it's just like pure and utter stillness, essentially. And that can also be challenging. And as I've spoken about before in previous videos, it's where a lot of growth is as well, because when you're in stillness, that's where emotions can come up. That's where you can face like heavy parts of yourself. Yeah, and that can be challenging, but when you can learn to sit in stillness and not need to be stimulated, there are so many benefits to it. It's where you can connect with God and your intuition. Downloads come through. You process stress. You become more present for the next part of your day, for the next busy work block of your day. There are just so many amazing benefits to meditation. So yeah, if you actually want any further sort of questions, or you have any further questions on meditation, like leave a comment below, or even just like reach out to me, or yeah, I'd be happy to sort of go deeper into it. But it's pretty simple. Like I meditate once in the morning and it sets me up for the day, and then I meditate around lunchtime, early afternoon, and it sort of resets me for that second block, because my sort of window of tolerance of how self-aware and present I can be probably at the moment lasts for about 4 to 5 hours, where I can be super dialed in present, and then I can start to just sort of drop down, where I can notice I'm becoming dysregulated, I'm more reactive, like I'm more prone to not be as disciplined because I'm not as self-aware and sort of in control of my responses with free will. And that's the utility of the meditation. And it also, yeah, like I just know that now that I do meditation twice per day for 20 minutes, by the time I'm 30, my consciousness itself, and this is another thing, it will expand. Like my level of consciousness is expanding at a very rapid rate. So like it's going to be so intriguing to see what it's like by the time I'm 30 from meditating twice per day. The level of sort of, yeah, detachment I have from my ego, separation I have from my ego, and just ability to be authentic. Like there are just endless benefits, and I'll continue to like talk about this, because a very powerful mentor of mine who's a Vedic meditation teacher, he is the one that got me onto meditation, and it has definitely changed my life. Although the pathway to get to where I am has been very tricky and difficult so far, gone through a lot of karma, processing a lot of trauma. Still I have a lot of limiting beliefs, I have a lot of things sort of stacked against me, but I know that they're not actually stacked against me. It's just part of my soul's specific journey, and I know that without self-awareness and meditation, like I would be cooked without these things, to like move through these things. But yeah, so yeah, I'll leave you with that. Contemplate meditation. It is productive, and it will allow the busyness of your life to you to be more in control of the busyness of your life, and it will allow you to be more fulfilled in those actions and the execution, because life is not all about doing. It is about doing things as present as you can to the best of your ability. Yeah, thank you. If you got through that whole thing, thank you. It was a bit of a bumpy one, but we'll post it anyway. Yeah, leave a comment if that resonated or you have any questions, and yeah, appreciate if you would subscribe along if you resonate with the content. Any sort of other video ideas, let me know. Have a good one. Thank you.